Guys, what is up? It's your girl Adana Anwaka, and I'll be actually doing an intro video for an online class I'm doing for UGA. It's an LLED course, Language and Literacy Education. It's geared towards my minor of teaching English to speakers of other languages, and my major is actually biology and psychology with an emphasis of neuroscience, and I hope to be a doctor in the future, a psychiatrist specifically. From a first glance, you might be thinking these are completely different. My majors and minors and what I want to do is completely different. Of like, why am I doing this? And the reason I'm doing this is because after getting my undergraduate degree, I hope to take a gap year or two and actually go out in another country and teach English, like in South Korea or Japan or something like that. Like that's a dream just before that. Or if I want to take a break from being a doctor, I'd like to teach English somewhere. That would be really cool. I'm actually first generation. I was born in America, but my parents were born in Nigeria, and I encounter different cultures. I have a mixture of culture, my American culture and my Nigerian culture every single day. I encounter them every day, from the food, from how we speak, and from how we act. And one of the major times that I've experienced such a culture leap was when I went to Nigeria in middle school, and this was actually for a funeral on my dad's side for his mom. And the funeral is completely different from American funerals, because in the American funerals, you're sitting down, everyone's talking, is more subtle, is more solemn. But in Nigeria, the funeral is like dancing, singing, everyone's carrying the casket, everyone's surrounding the casket, and everyone's just it's like a celebration, more of a mourning ceremony, and it's beautiful. And I remember one of the things we did was we went around the village dancing and singing, asking for money from other people just to help fund the funeral, or just for donations and stuff. And it was pretty cool. Another cultural experience when it comes to linguistically, I actually had to read a reading when it comes, I had to read a reading in church. And they had actually told me right after I finished the reading, I was also the fact that I was really nervous to be in front of over hundreds of Nigerians, even though they were my family I haven't met before actually. They told me after I finished the reading, I sounded like I was rapping. Yeah. So there's that. Another cultural difference is, you know how in America, when there's an emergency, you're supposed to call 911? In Nigeria, you don't call 911 because they aren't as safe or advanced as us in America. You don't call 911 if there's an emergency. You call your family and friends if there's an emergency, which I thought was absolutely wow. I never thought about that, because when they were talking about robberies, or we were having I was having a conversation with one of my family members about people coming into houses and taking stuff. I mentioned, oh, why don't you guys just call 911? And they laughed in my face, and I was like, what? And they said, you don't call the police here because they don't respond as fast as you would in America, which is a completely, which really goes to show the type of safety situation there was compared to America and Nigeria. There's more I would love to talk about Nigeria, but let's stop here, and I hope you guys like this intro. All right, see you guys.